Welcome to Reset and Recharge, a restorative practice. Come down to the floor. We'll need a few props. So you'll need a block, or you could use a thick book. We'll need a strap, or if you don't have a strap, use a long necktie or a towel. And then finally, you'll need a blanket. If you don't have a yoga blanket, you can use any blanket or a big towel. So you're going to take your towel or your blanket and have it in a rectangle lengthwise and then fold it up from the long end. Make a sort of a long roll with your blanket. And then we're going to place that up underneath our shoulder blades. So find that perfect spot right behind the shoulder blades to get the chest open. And then have your feet on the floor. Get your back nice and long, your pelvis square, and readjust if you need. And then let the arms come out to the sides in a sort of cactus pose. So elbows bent. Let the shoulders heavy down towards the floor. And let your pelvis and your rib cage sink down. Feel the bottoms of the feet. Let the head rest. And then if it feels good and you feel comfortable, and your lower back is not tender, you could slowly extend your legs out straight. But if that causes any stress on the lower back, feel free to keep the knees bent and the feet on the floor. And then take a moment to notice how your body feels here with the blanket or the towel rolled up underneath the shoulders. Readjust if it's not comfortable. So if you feel like your neck or your head is straining, then maybe make a smaller roll, right? Any amount. Start to let the arms get heavy down towards the earth. Let the shoulders and the collarbones roll back and open, and feel that gentle lift of the blanket or towel underneath the chest, opening your heart. Ground down through the weight of the pelvis. Allow the weight of your thigh bones to drop heavy towards the floor. And then maybe close the eyes or have a soft gaze with the eyes 3/4 of the way closed. Let the back of the throat be easy, the base of the tongue wide. Soften your teeth, your tongue, your eye sockets. And then allow yourself to watch your breath coming in and out through your nose. And notice any sensations that start to arrive in the chest, that place that's being gently lifted, the spine gently being pressed, the shoulders gently being pressed forward and up, opening the space right at the heart, in the front of the shoulders. The space in the body that when we get tired, when we feel sad, when we feel hurt, gets closed off and closed in and compressed. So be gentle with yourself here as you open the chest, as you open that space in the heart. Allow yourself to receive whatever emotions, thoughts, or sensations come up. And know that whatever comes up within your body, within your mind, it's all good. It's all perfect. If you want, you could even extend the arms all the way back now. If that's too much effort, it's a little more active. If that's too much, keep the arms bent. And again, breathe into the armpits, the chest, the collarbones widening and opening. Soften the ribs, the belly, the hip, the legs, the brain. Feel your breath. Slowly, wherever your arms ended up, bring them slowly down to place the hands on the belly. If the legs were extended, slowly bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. And then take the right arm back by the right ear, roll over onto your right side for a moment, and then press the left hand down to come on up off of that roll. And we'll take our next pose. So put that blanket to the side, grab your block or your book or whatever you're using. We'll come on down onto our backs, bend the knees. We'll take a restorative bridge pose. So lift the hips up, take your block, and you can play with what height the block or the book is on. For me, I'm going to use that halfway position, so not the highest, not the lowest. And you're placing the block directly underneath the sacrum, the bottom of the pelvis. You can press your elbows down into the floor, upper arm bones, feel the shoulders draw underneath you. Really feel the feet. Make sure the feet are hip width apart and you're feeling the feet connected to the floor. And make sure the block is not so high underneath the bottom of the hips, the pelvis here, that you feel like it's work or a strain. You want to be able to hang out here and feel some sensation, but feel comfortable enough to breathe and soften. So notice the sensation of the block underneath the sacrum and feel that block gently pressing the tailbone, the sacrum, up into the pelvis, right? It's guiding the back of the pelvis forward and up. And then as the block is guiding the tailbone forward and up into the pelvis, imagine the pubic bone at the top of the pelvis, the front, sort of softening and melting down into the pelvis as well. So it's dropping as the tailbone and sacrum are pulling into the pelvis. Make sure that the knees don't splay out to the side too much. So feel the big toe mound into the floor. Feel the skin on the top of the thighs and the knees, easy and lengthened. And then allow the lower back, right above where the block is, right above the buttocks, to sort of widen and start to soften down as the rib cage in front releases and softens into the spine. You feel the back of the skull on the floor, some weight on the shoulders, a little bit of weight on the upper arm bones. The chin is neutral. And check in with your jaw, your mouth, your teeth, your eyes. See if you're holding tension there. And if you are, let it go. And then with each breath in and out, allowing the block to do all the work, the shape of your body to do the work. So you're starting to release. And again, receiving any sensations, any thoughts, any emotions, receiving them with an open heart and knowing that whatever they are today, they're perfect. By taking this time, breathing, how can you better nourish yourself? How can you connect to your breath and your body? To be able to reset and recharge and re-enter the world with a strong back and a soft and open heart, ready to receive whatever comes your way. Let the breath become fluid and easy. Continue to check in with the body. If you feel places of tension, let it go. And press into your feet. Lift the hips just enough now to put the block on the lowest level if it's not already there. And then let the pelvis rest back down there for a moment. And then one last step down, we'll press into the feet to lift the hips just enough to pull the block all the way out. You can place it to the side. Let your pelvis on the floor rest and bring the hands to your low belly. Take a breath or two. Feel the back wide and supported all the way on the floor now. Okay, we're going to grab our third prop. So find your strap. We'll put the right ball of the foot in the strap. Keep the left foot on the floor, the knees bent, and then extend that right leg any amount up towards the ceiling. Walk your hands up the strap enough that your arms are extended, so your elbows aren't bent. Arms are straight up the strap, and then the shoulders drop back down into the floor. And that right leg could be working towards straight. If the hamstring's tight, it doesn't need to be. And if you feel good here, you could extend the left leg out along the floor straight. But if that causes discomfort in the lower back, then you can keep that foot on the floor. And then instead of pulling that right leg towards you, you're pulling down on the strap, but then actually gently resisting the right leg away from the strap. So letting the right thigh bone and foot press forward and away. Good. And then we're going to take a twist. So bring the strap into the left hand, and you'll gently pull that right leg across your body, and maybe put your foot or your knee, if the leg is bent, on a block to the side. And then be not afraid to adjust the body. So if it doesn't feel completely right or comfortable, make any adjustments you need to find that perfect spot. We're sort of opening up the right lower back, the right kidney. Let the right arm and the right shoulder be extended out along the floor. That left leg has a little bit of life. Easy face, easy jaw. The skin of the forehead is smooth. And breathe into the lower back, the right hip. The right kidney, the adrenals, right in the lower back, making sure we're opening up that back, creating some width and some strength. And then again, check in with the body. Let go of tension and allow the shape to do the work. Bring your right hand over to help bring that leg slowly back up to center now. Put the strap back in two hands. Come back to that original position with the left foot on the floor, right foot in the strap. Reset, and then place the right foot down. We'll do the whole thing on the other side. So even out the pelvis. Bring your block to the other side, getting it ready for your knee or your foot, and then put the left ball of the foot into the strap. Walk your hands up the strap again enough that you feel the arms are straight, so you're not pulling with the biceps, and the shoulders just heavying down towards the floor. Widen out the back. You can feel the leg resisting, so it's not being pulled, it's not active. You're letting the foot just sort of drop into the strap as the strap holds the leg up. Nice and easy, right? And again, if the hamstring's tight, you could keep the knee soft or bent, or just not have the leg as high. And then if the lower back feels okay doing so, you'll extend that right leg out along the floor. Reach through the inner right heel for a moment and ground through the top of the right thigh. So the bottom leg is a little bit active. Right? And then we'll reset the pelvis again, right? So let that top leg resist. So it's gently falling into the strap, right? It's not pulling towards you. If there's strain, then back off, right? Make it restful. Notice your thoughts. Notice your breath. And bring both ends of the strap into the right hand. We'll slowly bring that left leg over to the right. You might need to shift the hips a little bit to the side. And then find, right? Maybe the foot is going to go onto a block. If the hamstrings are tight, then that top knee is going to be a little more bent. And maybe you could place the bent knee on a block or a blanket. Right, and then let the left shoulder heavy back towards the floor, widen across the chest, the upper back. Let the top leg heavy away from the chest. Feel the lower back wide. The left kidney getting some space, the left lower back getting some space for widening and space and breath. Check in again with your body. Find the places of tension and see if you can give it permission to release. Even in the face, right? A lot of times we can hold tension in the mouth, the teeth, the tongue, the eye sockets, right? Soften and deepen the eye sockets as you breathe. And even the ears, so have a sense of spaciousness on the insides of the ears. Watch the rhythm of your own breath. And keep bringing your attention back to any sensations you're experiencing in the body. Resetting, recharging, coming back to this quiet and strong place deep within you. Continue to watch the breath. Reach around, grab the strap. Bring that leg back to center. Bend the right knee, put the right foot back on the floor. And come back to that first position again. Sort of squaring the pelvis. And then unhook. You can put the strap and your block to the side. Good. And then you're going to cross the right shin in front of the left as you lie down. And then reach around and cross your forearms, your elbows behind you. Let your head rest on your forearms. Allow the entire body to sort of rest and sink down into the floor. And really begin to watch the sensation of the breath come in and out. The inhale, the belly and the rib cage expand, the heart lifts. As you exhale, you feel the rib cage and the belly and the chest soften back into center without collapsing. Follow your own breath. with as little effort as possible. You'll switch which shin is in front and switch the cross of your arms. And then once again, let the legs, the pelvis, the back, the arms, and the head settle. Again, watch the movement of the breath in your body. As the thoughts move to something else, gently draw it back into the sensation of your breath. Slowly release the arms. Uncross the legs, bring the feet onto the floor. Pull the flesh of the buttocks away from the lower back, hands on the belly. And then slowly make your way into a Shavasana. So extending the legs out, let the feet flop open. Bring your arms by your sides, let the palms face up. Adjust your body in any way to feel the skin in the back wide. And feel as the body releases into the earth the strength of your own back. And as the shoulders heavy down to the earth, feel the openness, the receptivity of your heart and your chest. Let your entire body release. Reset and recharge. Embracing everything you're experiencing as perfect. Slowly bring the hands somewhere in the front of the body. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. Take your right arm back by your right ear and roll to your right side, the head cradled in the bicep. Press the left hand down into the floor to roll up slowly and take a comfortable seat. Feel your strong back, your soft and open, receptive front. Head out into your day. Namaste.